Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to discuss the numerical on parallel, not the parallelogram method. We are going to discuss we are going to break the forces into its components, and then we will take the condition is that the particle is in equilibrium. If the particle is in equilibrium, that summation of fx is equals to 0, and summation of all the forces on the y-axis should also be equals to 0. So we will take this equation and we will solve this numerical. So what is the question? In this question you are looking at this: determine the magnitude and direction theta of f so that the particle is in equilibrium. For example, what we have to find out, we have to find out the magnitude of f and direction theta of f so that particle is in equilibrium. If the particle is in equilibrium condition, so what does it mean by that? The summation of all the forces must be equal to 0. So what we have to do, we have to break the forces into its components, and then we will find out the force f and theta over here. So what we have to do, first we have to resolve the components. So how can we resolve the components? So for example, I am taking green marker here, and I am breaking the components of this force. So how can I break it? F and theta both are unknown, so this will be f cos theta, and this should be positive because it is parallel to the positive x-axis, and y component of this force is equals to minus f sin theta because it is parallel to negative x-axis. Negative, not negative x-axis, it is parallel to negative y-axis. So what we have to do next, there is another force is 3 kilonewton, it is exactly on the negative y-axis. So what we have to do with it, I will tell you later on. So here I have to break this force component as well. This lies in the second quadrant, and the force is 7 kilonewton. What we have to do first, we have to find out this angle, and I am taking it as phi because theta is already there. So what we have to do, I am taking it phi. So first of all, I have to find out phi here. So how can I find out phi? You have to apply tangent theta over here. It means tan phi perpendicular upon base. You know very well wherever the angle lies, so it should be the base. If it is base, so this opposite side should be perpendicular. So what I have to take, this should be 4 upon 3 and equals to tan phi. So what I have to do here, I have to calculate this angle 4 divided by 3, and I have to apply tan inverse over it, and I will get the value, that is phi equals to 53.13 degree. So this will be the value of phi. So what I have to do next, I have to break its component 7 kilonewton force. So how can I break it? The value of phi comes out to be 53.13 degree. So what I have to write over here, 7 cos 53.13 degree, and it should be the negative one because it is parallel to negative y-axis, negative x-axis. So what I have to take here, 7 sine 53.13 degree, and it should be positive one because it is parallel to positive y-axis. So what we have to do first, we have to sum up all the horizontal forces. So how can we solve it? Summation of fx is equals to 0. So this direction should be positive for the positive x-axis, and what I have to do, I have to write down all the positive or negative x-axis forces, x-axis components. So there are only two forces, f cos theta, and this is minus 7 cos 53.13. So what I have to do, I have to write down f cos theta minus 7 cos of 53.13 degree equals to 0 because all the summation of horizontal component should be equals to 0. So I should multiply 7 into cos of 53.13 degree. So the answer will be 4.2. So can I write f cos theta minus 4.2 equal to 0? So f cos theta is equals to 4.2. So therefore I can write f cos theta 4.2 because two things are unknown. one is the F force, another one is the theta. So I cannot solve this, so I am giving its name is that equation number 1. Now what I have to do next, is that I have to sum up all the vertical forces. So all the vertical components, summation of Fi is equals to 0 and upward direction should be positive for the y component. So what I have to take, I have to take three components over here. One is the minus f sine theta. So I should write minus f sine theta. The other force is, this is 3. It lies on the negative y axis. So what will happen over here, let me tell you one thing clearly, is that if any force lies exactly on the axis, whatever the axis is, for example this is the y axis, so it means its x component is 0 and y component should be equals to minus 3 because it lies on the minus y axis. If it is exactly happen on like this, for example if the force lies here and the value should be like 6, so what can I write it down here? The value of x is equals to 0 because it lies on the y axis and the value of y will be plus 6. For example, if the force lies on x-axis, positive x-axis, so its y component should be 0. So what I have to take, if the value of this force is, for example, it's 7, so x equals to 7, it is the positive one, and y should be 0 over here. And the same goes here, like if it lies on the negative x-axis and the value is 9, so I can write x equals to minus 9 and y should be equals to 0. So whenever the force or the value or the point lies on the any axis, so the other axis should be 0. So what can I write over here? This should be minus 3 force. So this should not be resolved in the components, so I will just write it down minus 3 because it exactly lies on the y axis. So the other y component is plus 7 sine 53.13 degree. So I can write plus 7 sine 53.13 degree is equals to 0. So what I have to do over here, 7 into sine 53.13 degree, and I have to subtract 3 from it, and I will get 2.599. 2.59. So minus f sine theta plus 2.599. So it is around 2.6. So if I move it from here and I am taking it opposite side of the equals, so it will become minus 2.59. So I will cancel minus. So this will be f sine theta is equals to 2.59. So this will become the equation number 2. So what I have to do next, I have two equations over here and I have to find out one value, whether it is theta and whether it will be f. So I have to find out one thing right now here. So what I have to do, I can solve it by dividing it by dividing equation 2 to 1, equation 1. So what I will get it, I will get it equation 2 by equation 1. So f sine theta divided by f cos theta, because sine and cos, sine upon cos become tan theta. So 2.59 divided by 4.2. So f is cancelled with f, so I can cut it. So what I have to do next, it will become tan theta. So if it is tan theta, so it will be 2.59 divided by 4.2. So the answer will be 0.6167. So what I have to do next, I have to apply tan inverse over it on the answer and I will get the value of theta. Theta comes out to be 31.66 degree. Now what I have to do next, I have to put this theta in any equation theta is equals to 31.66 degree in equation number 1, for example. It's up to you, whatever the equation you want to take it. So f cos 31.66 is equals to 4.2. So f is equals to 4.2 divided by cos of 31.66. So I will get the value of f 4.2 divided by cos of 31.66. So the value comes out to be f equals to 4.934 kilonewton. This will be your final answer. This is the way to find out the f and theta over here. So you can see that the solution it's for over. This is the numerical, and we have done it. We have find the force F and theta as well. This is asking in the question. So this will be your answer. That's for it for today.